and we just got done doing some exercise, some PT, some training, whatever you want to call it. Basically, we got done trying not to be big backs, chunky cheese boys. And if you haven't done any, go do it. Then come back and watch this. So it's not about the packs, believe it or not. Today we're just talking about, what would you call it? It's tools, but stop with it. I should censor that. Stop.
Yeah,
we're leaving that in, by and get away from me. We're doing this video on tools, and not necessarily what you'd imagine as for defense or anything like that. This is more of working on things, working on the dirt, the land, wood, I guess sometimes I'd say weapons and other things like wires and shit. We're gonna, as far as I know, in this pack right now, because I took off other shit in here, and I'll do that at the end. We're gonna do the E-tool first. Still has that thing on there. I have not used this like crazy. This is pretty much as good condition as I could find it in a surplus store.
Open the door.
So the reason this is pretty important is it'll help you dig in your shit when you take one. Or two, you can make a trench with it. Obviously an entrenchment tool, that's why it's called an E-tool, and it's foldable like that, and you can stow it away pretty easy. If you really have to dig a trench and you could avoid using this and use an actual freaking shovel, I would, because you're gonna get smoked just trying to use this and going hard as fuck. And believe it or not, the actual rubber Alice pouch for it kind of sucks and didn't fit this very well, so I had to get a Dutch one that was surplus as well. It works quite well, hooks up to the Alice pack, it's just as easy. So yeah, be nice if you have to take a dookie, like bury it. Okay, we're gonna move on to what's in your pack.
And just censor it.
Yeah, we're gonna censor that.
We're gonna show them. So this is like a little cheap machete. You know, it's nothing crazy. Something I can just take out. You know. I mean, I've used it for concealment, everyday use. I've used it
potentially as a defensive.
Could be a defensive thing if you need to use it for that, but mostly I was just thinking about leaves. You know, when you're out there in the cuts, up there in the hills, branches, leaves. You know. You know what I'm talking about? The Power Rangers. Make that slow-mo.
Make it slow-mo.
Yeah, make it slow-mo.
Eventually, I'm sure when he gets his money up, he'll move from this
This bitch just called me broke.
And maybe an SE Jungless or Jungle. I heard it's pretty good, or an SE6. But for now, this will do.
You know what reminds me of face? Put fake laughter for like the movie loud. Oh yeah, I got you.
That is tools related.
Or it could be tools related. I can show it.
What is it? What is this? As long as you don't leave your stuff everywhere and you don't leave trace of it, yeah, I guess that's not bad. So another thing that we're gonna get into is knives, and most importantly field use knives, not just your defensive stuff. So that was the first really decent fixed blade that I had to donate it to 03 here. That is the Gerber Strong Arm, I believe, in Coyote.
Made in Portland, Oregon. Good people out there. I know them really well. Went out there on a few trips.
Don't point it down. You're gonna stab through this move table.
Nothing.
Show them the sheath.
I mean, this is the sheath. I mean, it's right on there, you know, just in case I need it.
It's attached to his molly panel.
Because, you know, I carry this everywhere almost I go. I have it in my car. So if I do have to be a hop-out boy, I just you know what I mean?
Now, more than likely, you're not going to be stabbing people with that. So before I get into this, which is basically what I moved on to from that, I'm going to get into what I bought, which is really beat the up because I've been using it. It's a tomahawk pretty much. If you've seen the belt kit video, you've seen this, and you can chop wood, you can process it. I finally saved up enough eventually to get one of these bad boys. It's an Essie knife. You can get whichever one you want. This is the one I got. It's the Laser Strike. Not important. You can get the 5, the 6, the 3, the 4. What I did to it is I actually attached the belt clip that comes with it, and at the bottom I attached a T-Rex Arms thin strap, leg strap, something like that. I'll probably put a screenshot down below. And this helps it secure to your leg completely, so this bottom piece isn't flopping around everywhere, and sticks to your body quite well. One of these takes you a long ways. It's better to be with it than without it. Same one I have here, in black. Not going to get into that, it's the same thing. This is another Leatherman. This one mainly stays on a piece of kit, while the other one is my daily. I would not want to carry this chunky boy. It's big as and just not really ideal for how many other things I carry. So that's that. Wire cutters. I'm sure you guys will end up running into certain types of wires that you might want to not get caught in. This will help you with that. I put a little hair tie, nothing fancy. If you guys don't have hair ties you can steal from a chick that you know, these are insulated, but I wrapped them in baseball bat tape so they don't shine all red. I might have to redo this piece right here. This will keep it from opening and closing and cutting your stuff up. I don't think they make this one anymore, but you can get the new version of it. It's a Klein Tools. We emptied out the chest rigs just because the point of this video is not for ammo or any of that shit. And if just fun fact, I'd say decent loadouts, what, 7-8 mags?
Yeah.
I'd say 8.
8.
I would say 8. A decent loadout for 8. If you need a plus up, get a bandolier or have it in your pack.
240 rounds.
240 is not bad. In case you end up having to focus on knife fighting because you are in places where you're not allowed to carry anything else, then I would buy these. These are cold steel training knives. They're fairly cheap. I want to say maybe that one I got on sale for what, 8 or 10 bucks.
Yeah.
This one was maybe 16. And these allow you to train and practice without messing yourself up, and you can still mess around have fun, and learn a few things, as well as get some exercise with these. These are the way that people buy simunition rounds. They buy airsoft, they buy dummy rounds and all that, and you don't get this. Come on.
What are you doing?
What are you doing? It's the same concept. It's the fake thing you're going to practice with and then move on. That allows you to use that more effectively if you need to. All right. If you're in an environment where you can't, and you can move from this to the next thing to the next thing, if you get the gist. I want to say, as far as metal tools, at the moment, that's what I have. We'll make it a part 1. There's plenty of other tools that are going to be useful or are useful.
Guys, words of wisdom from 03. You know, I haven't been on here for like 3 months, so I got some words of wisdom, guys. You know what I mean? I have a little paper with my notes on them. I wrote it down, actually. Always use a condom. That's it. Go ahead.